You don't just decide based on the spur of the moment. Don't just decide because it's so exciting. Look at the numbers first. Look at, nalalampasan niya yung salary ko or it's almost the same as my salary. But for how many months ganon? 2 oras lang ako naglalaro pero kumikita na ako ng ganito. How much more if I actually spend more time with it? How big would be the potential to earn? Totoo naman talaga yun. Every time you become an entrepreneur, every time your income becomes variable, there will be a larger chunk of potential for you to earn. Over the past few months and over the past few weeks, we have seen play-to-earn games like Axie Infinity, Crypto Blades give returns to people who are playing, and it's so obvious that we have seen this play-to-earn framework do very, very well in the Philippines that we've seen massive adoption of not just play-to-earn, but we're seeing a lot of Filipinos who had no background or experience into cryptocurrencies start to enter, start to learn what blockchain is, what Bitcoin is, what Ethereum is, what a MetaMask wallet is, what are crypto exchanges as well. And in turn, it gave them adoption also to earning from the blockchain and play-to-earn games and NFTs as a whole. That being said also, I've received so many questions from people who are playing the game and are making money also being managers, asking that, I'm making a lot of money from Axie, I'm making a lot of money from play-to-earn games. Should I quit my job? Should I resign from my job? Please do note that questions like this are very, very personal. Meaning, one person's financial condition, yung kita niya, yung sinusuportahan niya, yung savings niya, kung may utang man siya, they're all very, very different. So, it's not a one-size-fit-all answer because at the end of the day, you have to figure out something that will work for you. You have to figure out something that you're not just doing spur of the moment. You're not just doing dahil uso siya. You're not just doing it because you're getting a lot of money now. You also have to think about, what if it stops? What if it doesn't? What if 8 months from now, that's not the case anymore? What if 24 months from now, it becomes so saturated already? What if 24 months from now, there are other games that will also take its place and you've invested a lot of time and effort already in this single game as well? So there are a lot of questions that you need to ask yourself also before deciding. And please do note that don't just decide based on the excitement. Don't just decide based on, okay, malaki yung kita ko ngayon. Okay, I'm making massive amounts of money. Now I'm earning better than my salary. Resign na ako kagad and I'll just focus on this. That's a very, very good starting point. But please remember that it's also a big leap. It's also a very, very big decision. And totoo, if you are watching this and then wala ka naman trabaho talaga at the start, wala kang source of income, and then you got earnings off of Axie Infinity or other play-to-earn games, then good for you. Focus on that, double down on that, spend a lot of time being better at that, spend a lot of time to be able to earn from that, maximize that, and be the best version of yourself with that. But if you're a person who is employed and your employment is your primary source of income, that's what you use to pay rent, that's what you use to pay off your debts, that's what you use to support your family, that's what you use to send to your relatives also, then maybe it's something that you also need to study. It's something that you also need to take the time before you make the decision. And I'm a big fan of living life at your own terms. I'm a big fan of creating your own ladder. I'm a big fan of you building your own base. I'm a big fan of people taking calculated risks that will take them closer to either being an entrepreneur or an investor. I'm a big fan of that. But at the end of the day, there's also a line in between that you also have to become responsible, that it's okay to do the things that you like, it's okay to do the things that are fun, it's okay to do the things that you're passionate about, as long as you have the ability to be able to pay for and support also your expenses. It may be fun right now, it may be good right now, but what if it stops? And siguro what you could do no is stretch it out first. Tignan nyo yung pinakamababang portion ng kita nyo for maybe a year or 6 months or 8 months or 9 months. What is the lowest income that you got from this play to earn, so that you can always think about, okay, ito yung pinakamababang income na nakuha ko in 1 year. If you get this low amount again, at least you already have something to expect. Because it's easy to project when things are higher, it's easy to resign when things are higher, but please do remember this, when you are not anymore an employee, things are variable. When you are not anymore an employee, yung kita nyo ng August, for sure, hindi rin yung kita nyo ng September, hindi rin yung kita nyo ng October, hindi rin yung kita nyo ng November. There will be a large gap. There will be months where it will be super good that you feel so excited, but there will be months also na hindi rin siya ganun kaganda. If you are thinking of resigning and quitting your job to favor that play to earn, I highly suggest this. Look at your savings also. Build up a level of savings, stockpile on that first, build that buffer, build that emergency fund, because if you don't have that buffer, you don't have that emergency fund, in times that months will be bad, na baka wala masyadong kita, I'm not saying mawawala yung kita, I'm not saying it's not gonna be good, but in times where earnings won't be as good, meron kayong paghuhugutan na savings. Especially if you are paying amortization for a house, especially kung may kamag-anak kayo, may kapamilya kayo na you're paying for their medicine na kailangan monthly nila makukuha yun, especially kung may pinapaaral ka na anak na very important that tuloy-tuloy yung tuition nila, you need to have that savings to also protect you. You don't just decide based on the spur of the moment, don't just decide because it's so exciting. Look at the numbers first. Look at, nalalampasan niya yung salary ko, or it's almost the same as my salary, but for how many months ganon? What is the lowest month? What will be the best month? And look at, do you have enough savings to also protect you? Also to be able to, just in case nawala siya totally, you will be able to get by. You will be able also to build enough that hindi matatamaan yung way of living mo, hindi matatamaan yung way of life mo, lahat na sinusuportahan mo magiging okay. And I know this won't be the most popular thing na sasabihin because it's so easy to just jump on the bandwagon and just focus and quit your job and try to earn more. Lalo na, I've been getting messages na 2 oras lang ako naglalaro pero kumikita na ako ng ganito. How much more if I actually spend more time with it? How big would be the potential to earn? Totoo naman talaga yun. Every time you become an entrepreneur, every time your income becomes variable, there will be a larger chunk of potential for you to earn. The greater the possibility to earn, the greater the risk as well. Totoo that when you venture on your own, there's a big chance that you're gonna earn more. Yung kikitain nyo ng 1 taon bilang empleyado, baka kitain nyo lang ng ilang araw, ilang linggo, ilang buwan, working on your own, building your own ladder, being an entrepreneur, being a freelancer, being a self-employed individual. That's very, very possible. But there's also a possibility that it will go to zero. There's a possibility that kung empleyado kayo, kung nagkasakit kayo, wala kayong problemahin kasi meron kayong benefits, this time you're on your own. So I think those are things also that you have to factor in. What are the intangibles that being employed would give you? Pag empleyado kayo, a lot of those offices, bukod sa, of course, PhilHealth, etc., some of them have cards, health cards that you could actually use. Na kung nagkasakit, yung check-ups na yun, malaking tulong na rin yun eh. Yung laboratory na subsidies or at least nababayaran yung laboratory, malaking tulong na rin yun. Yung nako-confine kayo tapos hindi nyo na kailangan isipin yung hospital room, I think malaking tulong rin yun eh. You also have to put that in mind that when I go out on my own, yung kita ko from this play to earn games, you should also allot an amount of money for your health, for protection, just in case may mangyari sa inyo. And you have to remember this, if you're playing games, the greatest asset already is you, the time that you're spending there, but not just the time, no? I heard that they're changing the mechanics of the game, that it's not just about the time spent, but also your skill. So meaning, kailangan nyo rin alagaan sarili nyo. You need to allot a certain amount of money for you to be able to protect yourself from any risks about health. I think you also want to know kung anong gagawin ko if I was in that condition, and I'm a big fan of multiple streams of income. Kung kaya nyo naman pagsabayin, why would you stop one? Please remember, your job is a stream of income. Going into those play to earn games, that's another stream of income. So if you can do 2 successfully na hindi naman natatamaan yung isa while doing the other, I think it's a good trade-off. Because ako rin when I was starting out, and if you've watched my earlier videos, I would normally talk about that. Sa umaga, tatrabaho ako. After my work, I would do other things that will help build me and bring me closer to whatever my goals of financial freedom would be. Whether it be sidelines, side hustles, it would be learning more, building the right skills for whatever business and investments that I would want to get into. And that's what I'm saying to all of you. August 2021, we are still in a lockdown. Wala na yung 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours na sa stuck kayo sa traffic. Wala na lahat yun eh. And those are the times that you can actually devote to play as well. That's my take on it. If I was in this situation and I was an employee na nagsa-start pa lang ako, tapos meron akong salary sa office ko, tapos may chance ako maglaro ng Axie or any other play to earn games, I would try to do both at the same time. Habang may trabaho ako, I would be faithful with my job. I would be faithful. I would try to be the best version of myself sa trabaho ko. Pero after that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, or whatever time that you want to put in there, I would be faithful also on building my dreams. I would be faithful also on saving a lot. If you think that play to earn games are very good right now, I think it's just a start. I really believe that it's just a start. Why am I saying this? Look at the gaming industry. It's billions of dollars worth. And right now, those that are making money from being a gamer are professional gamers, which is a big leap already. Nung bata kami laging sinasabi, huwag ka maglaro ng video games. Pag magaling ka, pwede ka kumita sa video games. Pwede ka maging pro gamer, which people have been making millions of money from, and it's a very, very big industry, not just for players, but for fans who have been following people who have been very, very good at games. But this play-to-earn thing levels the playing field na kahit hindi ka magaling maglaro, kahit hindi ka professional, it could be still a source of income. And that being said, I believe it's just starting eh. How much more if those traditional game makers like EA, like Blizzard, or whoever made Mobile Legends start making games off the blockchain as well, start making play-to-earn games already? What if they start doing it? How big and how massive this would be? So I really believe that it's still at the start. Don't get me wrong, madaming mga tao na gusto nila maging employee, and if you see yourself being an employee forever, there's nothing wrong with that. We can't discount that fact that not everyone will be an entrepreneur. Not everyone will resign from their jobs. But if you are the person that you know deep inside that, okay, di ako maging employee forever, di ngayon pa lang simulan mo na. Every time you earn, huwag ka gumastos ng malaki. Huwag mo muna bilhin yung kotse na gusto mo. Huwag mo muna bilhin yung mahal na phone, mahal na gamit, mahal na appliance, mahal na stuff. As you start to earn more right now, save it. As you start to earn more right now, invest it. When you resign right now, have a certain amount of money na meron ka pang life insurance. Create that buffer that pag nag-resign ka, protected ka. Create that buffer na pag nag-resign ka, may ipon ka. Create that buffer na pag nag-resign ka, makaka-invest ka pa rin. Create that buffer that pag nag-resign ka, parang hindi ka nawalan ng income. Create that buffer that pag nag-resign ka, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pagpasok dahil nag-prepare ka na maaga. Yung paggawa no, hindi yun yung pinaka-exciting na ginagawa ng mga tao kasi majority pag meron kang sweldo tapos may pumapasok na extra, the common tendency is, enjoyin ko na to kasi sobra naman to, bilhin ko na yung mga stuff na gusto ko eh. What's more important to you? Being financially free now? While you're younger, or bilhin mo muna yung luho mo so that you feel good? There will always be a part that if you want to be financially free, you want the life of an entrepreneur, you want the life of financial freedom, there will be a point in time where you have to make sacrifices. While you have a job right now, while you are earning from this extra sources of income na play to earn, maximize that. Lahat na nakukuha nyo doon, save it. Lahat na nakukuha nyo doon, huwag nyo nagalawin. Yung gusto nyong bilhin na bagay, na tingin nyo magmumukha kayong cute, or you think that your friends will like you even more, huwag nyo na muna bilhin. Don't just buy stuff because everyone's buying it. Don't just upgrade your lifestyle just because everyone is doing it as well. Do you. And if your goal is to be an entrepreneur, your goal is not to be an employee, right now, stockpile. Right now, save. Right now, build up on those insurances. Right now, be good on whatever that side hustle is. Dadating yung point na your sideline will become your main line. So I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I hope that this is something that's insightful for all of you. My name is Marvin Gurmo. I'm a stock market trader and investor. Like, share, subscribe, and smash the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing. If you want to join me in my seminars, we have links below for the seminars that I have. I have a second channel also. Promise I'm gonna post there as often as I can also. Link is in the description below. If you want to trade US markets, the crypto markets, and the forex markets, check it out down below as well. Check out my books. They're available in Shopee and Lazada. They can be delivered wherever you are in the Philippines. And if you want to learn more about the stock market, it's all there and it's all available. Let me know your thoughts. Are you earning well from play to earn? Do you want to resign already? Was this something that was helpful? Or comment below if you stayed up until the end. So this is Marvin Gurmo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.